Why are people ignoring real estate agents on social media? So why is that? We all hear we should be on social media. We need to do social selling. We have to be on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And we're posting stuff. In fact, we're posting it at an alarming rate. Here are the statistics. Real estate outposts almost every other industry by at least double. Yet, the engagement, that's the top one up there, real estate, is the absolute lowest. What are we doing? Are we doing the right things? Is there something else that we could do instead that would be better? Because the facts are that using the internet and social media to sell is working today. It works for many industries, and it should work for real estate too. So we have to fix the problem. And the reason I've asked you to bring your tablets and your laptops here is so that you can follow along and do a little bit of multitasking. When I mention something, you might want to take a look at what I'm talking about on your own computer, especially in regards to your own Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Before I start with what I'd like to teach you, I want to know what you'd like to learn, and hopefully the two will sync up. Those are great things, and I get to go, because luckily I'm going to teach you all that. It's when salespeople use social media to interact with their prospects. Interact with their prospects, not push messages out. Interact together. They interact with their prospects to build relationships. That's what you know. That's what you've been taught from the day you started in real estate, right? Didn't everybody tell you? Build relationships, build a sphere. That's what they tell you. Get to know people, grab them in your arms. That's what you're doing on the internet. So I was just having an interesting conversation with this young lady right here, Lisa Prince. I'll just out her right now. She just said, I don't want to do social media. Can't my assistant do it for me? And I said, would you send me out to a networking event to impersonate you? Hi, I'm Lisa Prince. Would you like to do real estate with me?
Not really.
She's looking at me. Wait a minute, aren't you Alice Heiman? You just said you were Lisa Prince. So should I impersonate you in public? So why would I impersonate you online? That's crazy. See, I think what's missing here is the understanding that social selling is networking. You do your own networking. You go to your family parties and network and socialize. You go to real estate functions and network and socialize. You go to chamber functions. You go to places where your customers might be and you network and socialize and get to know people and build relationships with them. Now we're just taking that online. It's no different. If you wouldn't let me impersonate you in public, then you shouldn't let me impersonate you online. Now, that's not to say there aren't ways to automate things. I do, and I'll share them with you. And it's not to say that I don't have a social media director. I do. And she does post things. But it's my business. It's my strategy. And I have some help implementing it. But she doesn't go, when you send me a LinkedIn, she doesn't go there and answer it. I go there and answer it. Because I want to know you. Because what good is it for me to have a whole bunch of connections that I don't know? How many of you have big lists of people you don't know? They're called cold call lists. Anybody have any of those? And how many of you love, and that's the first thing you do every day because you love it so much, you pick up those cold call lists and you can't wait to get on the phone and call those people. Tell me, how many of you do that? Nobody. Even the best cold callers that I know would rather be walked into a deal, would rather be introduced to you than have to pick up a phone and call somebody they don't know who doesn't know them, who doesn't know them, like them, or trust them, and try to get them to stay on the phone and see if they want to sell their home. So why would you do it the hardest way humanly possible? Why not do it the easy way? Why not network and build relationships? That's really what this is all about. So if you can get it into your head that this is networking just like you would do in person, the whole thing becomes a different game, and it's easy. So we're going to walk through how you're going to do this. So what this is a crucial way for you to communicate. This is a way for us to communicate too. We can talk, we can have coffee, we can go to lunch, right? We can do all those things. I can stop by, I can send you a card, I can do a lot of things to communicate with you, and I can communicate with you on social media. It makes it easier, in fact, because if I had to visit with each one of you and stop by every one of your offices to chat with you on a weekly or monthly basis, I wouldn't be able to do it. But on social media, in probably 3 hours, I can touch every single one of you. Probably in less than 3 hours, I could touch every single one of you. Send you a nice note, send you a little article, give you a compliment, congratulate you on your new grandchild, your new baby, your new house. In probably less than 3 hours, I could touch every person in this room, which I could never do in person. So this is extremely valuable. So you say, how am I getting the time? I don't want to do it. I don't have the time. You don't have the time to stay in touch with me, the person who you next want to sell my house? You don't have the time? I don't understand that. Do you have the time to drop me a card? Do you have a time to have a coffee with me? Do you have a time to have lunch with me? You have time to get on my Facebook page and click like? Of course you do. So why is it important to real estate? You have a unique situation. You have to keep in touch with people over a long period of time, right? I know Fred has some people from 30 years ago in his sphere that are just now changing over their homes. They're downsizing or doing something different. 30 years. Most salespeople don't have that challenge. They get an order every week, sometimes every day, right? Every week, every month, easily every year they get an order. You don't get an order every year from your customers. They buy from you and then it's years. So you have to be able to keep in touch with them so that they don't go with the next pretty face that appears when they're ready to buy, right? And you need to get referrals from them constantly to keep feeding you. So you have to stay in touch with them because they're the ones who know you, like you, and trust you. That's the easiest business you're ever going to get. So that's why social media is so important to real estate. That's why social selling is so important to real estate. So who said they were getting 0 results? Raise your hand, don't be shy. Okay, we're going to improve from there today. When you leave here, or while you're here, you're going to do something that's going to improve your 0. Okay? Just by looking through the people you know and love who are on your sphere, in your Facebook, click like, comment, and share in their stuff, they're going to be happy. Don't you like it when somebody clicks like? I like it. Don't you love it when somebody actually makes a comment? Holy cow, I love it when somebody makes a comment. This is our benchmark. What are you doing now today? Because by the end of this workshop, you are going to be adding something and doing something differently, and you're going to want to measure your results. And how are you going to measure results? Engagement. If more people are engaging with you, if they're coming to click like, comment, and share on your page because you did that to them, right? It's a reciprocal society. If you click like, comment, and share, they will come and click like, comment, and share. So we're going to see that your engagement has gone up. If your engagement has gone up, you are likely to start receiving some type of comments, contact about using your services. Oh, you know what? My sister wants to sell her house. I'm going to give her a call. Yeah, right? So they'll see you. They might contact you on Facebook, or they might call you. And they might not say, oh, you know, I saw you on Facebook, and that's why I called. But you watch your level of engagement and how it rises. So we're going to do another workshop and see how you can do that. How does social selling fit in? Turn to the next page and put a check by any of the things that you're already doing. And go ahead and add anything that you're doing that I didn't mention here. And then I want you to put down the ideas you have on how you are going to integrate your social media into your traditional marketing. We just shared a few. You might have thought of some more. So you go ahead and put those down. So I don't really care what the rest of the world is doing. I only care what works for you. So where are your customers and prospects? That's what you need to know. It really doesn't matter that most people are on Facebook if you talk to your sphere and not a single one of them is on Facebook, right? Okay, maybe for attracting prospects you want to be on Facebook, but you got to really think about how much time and effort you spend on any kind of marketing because your time is limited. So you have to put your time, money, and resources where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. So you got to figure out where your people are. Where is your tribe?